What if I told you that a simple state quarter in your pocket change could be worth up to $200,000? That's right, some rare state quarter errors have shocked collectors with jaw-dropping auction prices. In this video, we're counting down the top 3 most valuable state quarter dollars ever discovered. From dramatic minting mistakes to highly sought-after variations, these coins have turned spare change into treasure. Stay tuned as we reveal the coins every collector dreams of finding. That right, one simple quarter, just 25 cents, could secretly be a jackpot in disguise. It's not some ancient relic, it's a 1999 Pennsylvania state quarter dollar. The very coin you might have flipped on your way to a vending machine could be hiding a minting mistake so rare. It's sending collectors into a frenzy. The birth of the Pennsylvania. To fully understand the rarity and value of the 1999 Pennsylvania state quarter, we need to rewind to the late 1990s, a time of national excitement for collectors. In 1999, the United States Mint launched the 50 State Quarters program, one of the most ambitious and successful numismatic campaigns in history. Each state was honored with a unique reverse design, issued in the order the states joined the Union. Off-metal error, $12,000 to $20,000. Clad layer missing error, $45,000 to $67,000. Double strike and broad strike errors, $78,000 to $110,000. How much are these error coins worth? Here's where things get exciting. Well, a regular 1999 Pennsylvania quarter is worth only face value. The error versions are in a completely different league. Real auction results. Off-metal strike on a dime planchette, sold at auction for $67,000 to $78,000, depending on condition and clarity of strike. Missing clad layer or broad strike errors, valued anywhere from $12,000 to $25,000, and rising as demand outpaces supply. Ultra-rare misstrike examples with multiple errors combined. These are so scarce that when they surface, they fetch up to $110,000 or more at auction. Let that sink in. $110,000 for a 25-cent coin that most people wouldn't look at twice. These aren't just high-value coins, they're historical anomalies that spark bidding wars among elite collectors, museums, and investors. How to identify a 1999 Pennsylvania quarter error? Now you're probably wondering, could I have one of these in my pocket, change jar, or coin collection? Here's what to look for. Key identification checklist. Look for the P mint mark under on the obverse Philadelphia Mint. Check the size and weight. If it's smaller than a normal quarter, it could be an off-metal strike. Examine the edge. Missing reading. Copper color showing through. Completely smooth edge. These could indicate a broad strike or missing clad layer. A magnifying glass or jeweler's loop, look for doubling. Blurry images or ghost-like overlays, check for an off-center strike where part of the design is missing or shifted. Weigh the coin. Standard quarter equals 5.67 grams. The 2000 South Carolina state quarter dollar. How to identify this error, where it came from, and how you might have one hiding in your coin jar right now. This isn't just another coin in your change, it's a mistake so rare, so mind-blowing, that collectors are battling for ownership in high-stakes auctions. One tiny error turned an everyday quarter into a six-figure fortune. The background. Before we dive into the error that made this coin so valuable, let's talk about its origin. In 2000, the United States Mint was in its second year of the 50 State Quarters program, which released 5 new quarters annually to honor each of the U.S. states. This wildly successful series began in 1999 and ran through 2008. The South Carolina State Quarter was the 8th coin in the series, released on May 22. 2000. Design details. Obverse front features the classic image of George Washington, designed by John Flanagan. Why are these errors so valuable? It's not just about rarity, it's about impossible odds mint control systems. Modern mints have layers of error detection systems, and off-metal or double denomination error should be physically impossible to escape into circulation. That's why when one does, it becomes a legendary anomaly. Collector demand state quarters have mass appeal, even non-collectors save them. But error versions, those attract elite numismatists who are willing to pay top dollar, multiplies value. Only a handful of confirmed 2000 South Carolina off-metal or double denomination errors exist. That scarcity drives prices toward the $145,000 mark. Famous examples that sold for big money. Here are some real-world auction results that will blow your mind. 2000p South Carolina quarter struck on a dime planchette, weighed only 2.7 grams. Sold at Heritage Auctions for $95,000. Double denominational error. South Carolina quarter over a dime. Both designs were visible, sold at Stack's Bowers for $86,000. Missing clad layer plus off-center strike combo error. Full red copper color partial design. Only estimated value $145,000. Private sale. These aren't exaggerations. These are real results from major numismatic auctions that prove how explosive the value of these coins can be. How to identify a 2000p error South Carolina quarter. What to look for. Weight. Weigh it precisely should be 5.67 grams. If it's lighter, it might be a dime planchette coloration. Red, brown, or golden tones may indicate a clad layer error. Off-center details. Partial images, letters cut off near the rim quarters like this could be off-center or broad-struck overlay designs. If you spot designs from another coin, like Roosevelt's head, it's likely a double denomination error. Edge and rim inspection, missing reading, or smoothed out rims are indicators of misstrikes. Compare your coin to a certified South Carolina quarter from 2000 online or in a guidebook. Any visible differences could point to a valuable error. We're uncovering the shocking truth about the 2001p New York State quarter dollar. What went wrong at the U.S. Mint, why it's so rare, how to identify one, and most importantly, so before you drop that quarter into a vending machine. Stick with us until the end, because one of the rarest errors in modern coin history could be sitting right in your wallet. The background: the New York State quarter was the 11th coin released in the U.S. Mint's 50 State Quarters program, a wildly popular series that began in 1999 and ran through 2008. Release date January 2, 2001. It was the first state quarter of the new millennium design breakdown, obverse front traditional portrait of George Washington. Designed by John Flanagan, reverse back, the Statue of Liberty in the foreground and outline of the state of New York. Wrong planchette errors, $55,000 to $80,000. Clad layer missing error, $45,000 to $70,000. Double denomination error, $125,000 to $155,000. Off-center and broad strike errors, $175,000 to $200,000. Real auction sales proof of value. Let's look at real-world sales that validate these values. Double denomination quarter over dime, certified by PCGS as mint error, sold at Heritage Auctions for $155,000. New York quarter on dime planchette, nearly complete design visible, sold at Stack's Bowers for $125,000. Clad layer missing. Full copper core bright red appearance, private sale, $47,000. Multi-error coin broad strike plus off metal ultra rare combination, valued at over $100,000 by multiple collectors. How to identify one? Could you be holding a fortune? Here's what to check. Basic identification. Mint mark. Look for the P mint mark under in. Weight check. Standard quarter equals 5.67 grams. Errors as low as 2.5 grams or 4 grams. Diameter check. Off planchette coins may be smaller than 24.0 to 6 millimeters. Red flags that signal big errors to designs on one coin. Example: Roosevelt's head under the Statue of Liberty, weird color, copper toned, indicates missing clad layer. Rim abnormalities, smeared edge, broad strike, shifted designs, off-center strike. Extra weight or thinness indicates a 4 in planchette or bonded error. Tools you'll need: a digital scale, a caliper for diameter, a magnifying glass or coin loop.